We good to go? Good morning, guys. Welcome back. So we're just getting set up here. A couple of more students are coming in. Today, we're going to be making marinara meatball subs. We're going to be using not that many ingredients. This is a pretty quick meal. You can use different variations of protein if you're not a beef eater. Hi, good morning, Felicia. Hi, good morning. So I'm just gonna give you guys about 5 more minutes to get set up, and then we will jump in to, hi, Miss Emily. How are you? Hi, Miss Kelly. How you doing? All right. So you guys are still getting marinara sauce. Hello, come on in. I think so, yeah. Go right there. We just making subs today. Like a real quick one. Yeah, come on in. Okay, so everybody's oven is on. I preheated to 375. Okay, so I know last time we were kind of short on knives, guys. So if you don't have a knife at your station, raise your hand. I'm gonna give you a kid safety knife. Here you go, Kelly. Here you go. We have, okay. You need a knife too, huh? Are you missing the station too? I need one more station. Yeah, but then it's one more off. So give me a second. I'll set you up right here. Thank you, Kelly. So all the ingredients are right here, and then the little deli cups are in the back for all the dry ingredients. So you can go over on this side, baby, and get one cutting board that's already set up. Well, it doesn't matter. And then she's gonna set you guys up over there. And here you go, baby. All right. And then, yeah, baby, please. How many? All right, y'all. Sorry, got a little extra crowd today. All right, so let's go over our ingredients. Like I said, we're making a really quick and easy marinara meatball sub. We're making this with ground beef today. Like I said, you can use any variation of ground meat that you want. Your typical recipe will call for like ground veal and a mixture of beef, but it's very costly. So we're going to make sure that we're making cost-effective recipes that we can replicate at home. So you can use ground turkey for this, ground chicken, whatever your preference, even ground lamb, whatever your preference is. So we have about 8.5 ounces of ground beef. Going around, he's passing around marinara sauce. Typically, you can make your marinara sauce from scratch, but we're going to be using some pasta sauce. You can get that at your local grocery store, Classico, Ragu, whatever brand you want to use. I like the tomato and basil. I feel like it kind of brings out most of the like organic elements of marinara sauce rather than using anything that has meat in it. I'm not a fan of like canned meat. It's not my preference. So let's go over all the other ingredients that you guys have at your station. You should have some Italian breadcrumbs. You should have some Italian seasoning. These are all half of a tablespoon. You have garlic powder. You have salt. You have pepper. You have about 5.5 ounces of mozzarella cheese, and then you have about 2.5 ounces of salt, baby. Then you have about 2.5 ounces of Parmesan cheese. Okay. Some recipes call for a binder. I'm not really into using egg in my meatballs. It's definitely up to you. I know the traditional way that they teach you is with breadcrumbs and you're using egg and you're using a little bit of milk, but I just feel like that's really, really heavy. So this, like I said, this is something quick and easy you can make at home for the kids. about 30 minutes tops. I went to Superior and I got some Bulios, really nice fresh bread. If you want to use, whole wheat French rolls, you're more than welcome to. Some people really like to use Hawaiian buns, are really like in right now, but very, very high in calories. But yeah, you can definitely go to the grocery store, grab a French roll. It'll do the trick. So let's go over our ingredients. You guys have an onion. If you don't have an onion at your station, it's because you're going to split it. We're not going to use this whole onion for the recipe. You're probably going to use about a quarter of this minced down really, really fine. You have a garlic clove there. We're definitely going to use that, if not more. So if you want to add more garlic, I have more cloves. You can definitely add more. A lot of garlic is a lot of love. I don't discriminate against that. You also have some basil. You have two different types of herbs, so you're gonna have to smell between the difference. You should have about 2 flat leaves of basil, okay? And then you have some flat Italian parsley. I know there's 2 different parsley that you kind of see in a grocery store. You see a curly parsley, which is like kind of like afro hair. It's like green afro hair. It is, right? It's like really bushy. Anyways, that parsley I kind of use more for like my Holy Trinity if I'm doing more of like Cajun food or American-based food, but for Italian, we use a flat leaf. So you're gonna go ahead and like start taking off your leaves. If you guys wanna start working on something, I see Miss Jackie over there doing so. And then we're getting ready to, yes, what you need. Gotcha. So I have some Worcestershire sauce that's on the way. It was kidnapped by Janelle. Okay, it's in the front seat. It's feeding on its way here. So the Worcestershire sauce, I really like to add this to any type of meat that I'm like marinating or tenderizing. It's really, really good to use. It has a nice, it's kind of like your American soy sauce, right? So soy sauce gives you, of course, sodium, but it also gives you that dark, rich color, which you like to see in your meat when you're braising it or you're browning it. And so we're going to use that just to give us a little bit of spark and mesquite kind of flavor to our meatball as soon as it gets here. But let's go ahead and start mincing down our onion and work on our knife skills, okay? So, let me get you a child safety knife. Oh, Mary, we got another person. Dang. Oh, is that where the large ones are? Because but see, Miss Jackie done made my down here. Look. Oh, here, you got one. But okay, who else needs a knife back here? Okay, let me get you one. It's so weird. I have more flats. So the thing is that these are more serrated, and I don't really like the serrated knives. Here's for the baby. Yes, I'm gonna split mine with y'all. Okay, here's another one, but this one is serrated, so just keep that in mind. If you don't want to use it, it's out here. It's here. Okay, so with the onion, like I said, we're not going to be using a whole onion, not even a whole half. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start taking. What's going on with my knife? I'm gonna have to sharpen mine. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off the back or the butts, right? You guys are gonna need some mixing bowls. So when you get a chance, you mind grabbing some out the station, Nevaeh, and passing them around? Yes, or the medium-sized ones. Yes, it's gonna be a small dice. So make sure that you guys are dicing this down really small. You don't want to bite into your meatball and have a humongous slit. I'm gonna give you half right now, baby. Here's this one for you guys. And then you can have one. All right. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. So Mr. Carey's going around with your bowls. You guys can go ahead and throw your onions in there after you guys mince it down. So I want you guys to be mindful of how you're mincing, okay? So if you haven't been in the class before, we've gone over cutting onions and making sure we're, trying to use a chef-like technique when we are cutting it. So I typically will cut it down to half like this, thank you. And then I cut vertically Very small slits, not all the way because we don't want it to come apart. And then we go horizontally from the bottom. So I can go about 3 slits up on this size onion. And then when you go ahead and cut down, it'll already be minced in small pieces, okay? So we want them as small as possible, okay, guys? So after you guys finish your onion, we can go ahead and start on our garlic and go ahead and mince that down. So if you want to add more vegetables to your meatball, if you're making this at home, I know depending on what I'm flavoring with my meatball, sometimes I make jerk meatballs and I put like a lot of bell peppers in there just to give it a little bit more bite. So if you want to add more, it's really up to you. Make sure when you guys are mincing down your garlic, you take off that little knob at the bottom because these are kind of, you're on their last leg. Oh, you don't have one, baby? Okay, hold on. Yeah, because I don't have any more good ones, baby. Give it 1 second. I'm gonna order some more. Get like 5 more. All right, perfect. So once you guys mince down your garlic, now with your basil, we're gonna reserve 1 leaf for on top of our sandwich when we finish, and then we're gonna mince one of the leaves to add to our mixture, okay? Same thing with the parsley. You want to reserve a couple leaves for garnishing at the end and also for our marinara sauce, okay? All right. All right, guys. So, yes, honey. You want a small, right? Here you go, baby. No problem. All right. So, with our parsley, I'm going to be rolling this down just so I can chiffonade it, which is just like making ribbons, but at the same time, we still want to mince down, okay? All right, guys. So once we're done with all of our our ingredients, is everybody done cutting up? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go in with all of our ingredients into the bowl. Just trying to linger and wait on my Worcestershire sauce. You got some? Thank you. I would appreciate that, Miss Jackson, because I just feel like it needs some type of wetness. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, guys. So Miss Jackie gonna go get us some Worcestershire sauce because we need that. Okay. We need it. Now make sure you guys are reserving that 1 basil leaf, okay? Because we're gonna use that for our marinara sauce. So you're gonna add 1 in with your meatballs and save 1. Okay, so once that's all in there, you can go ahead and dump in your 8.5 ounces of ground meat into that bowl as well. You okay? Your onions. Okay. And then we're going to wait for Miss Jackie to bring down our things. Do you have all your dry ingredients in? I don't have mine. You do? Okay, good. I'm gonna give you some. Okay. Oh, so good. So you need two different kinds of cheese. I'll get you the other one, okay? You need some mozzarella. So you guys have two different kind of cheeses at your station. The Parmesan cheese we are going to be putting into our meatball, and the mozzarella cheese we're going to be actually putting on top of the meatball once we put it in like, well, what we call a salamander in restaurant world, but here we're going to call it the broiler. Okay. So typically you have a broiler at the bottom of your oven. So after we finish putting together our sandwich, we're going to put it in the broiler for a second just to get that cheese bubbling. And yeah. Yeah, so you have your onions right now, your garlic, your one bay leaf, and half of your flat leaf parsley. Those should be all of the things and all of the things, okay? If you guys are parched at any point, I have water back here for you guys. You can get your water on. Good to stay hydrated, okay? You pass out. Yes, everything's getting cut up except one of your bay leaves and some of your flat leaf parsley. All right. So you guys will be needing gloves for the next step because we're going to be getting in there making our meatballs. You guys should have your sheet trays at your station. And you guys also have either a cast iron skillet or a regular skillet at your station. Before we put our meatballs into the oven, we're going to sear them, okay? So it's really important that we pay attention to each cooking process because we don't want our meatballs looking all steamed, right? We want them, you need a large. I think I don't have any more of those, but give me 1 second. You might have to use the poly grips. These are larges. Okay, so like I was saying, with the meatball. So yeah, we're gonna leave one basil out. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay, so if you guys are waiting for Miss Jackie, we can go ahead and start putting in our dry ingredients, okay? So you guys should have some crushed red pepper flakes. That's going straight into our meatball, okay? You guys should have some Italian parsley. Reserve that, half of that, okay? Just a little bit of that. Or I can come back around with some, but we're gonna add some to our marinara, okay? So go ahead and add that. You're gonna add your red pepper flakes, your Italian, half of your Italian seasoning. Yes. You guys need one more setup? Okay. Yes. And then we're gonna be adding all of our salt. Yep, add half of that. You wait today, where you at? Oh, it's okay. I'm about that life. Okay, so we're going in with our garlic powder, our cracked black pepper, our crushed red pepper, our salt. Yes, ma'am. You got your red pepper flakes? I don't know. I think you put them in already. Were they in here? Okay, perfect. And I need another setup for Nevaeh. Yes. Regular pepper. I'm setting you up right now, honey. And then let me get you. I'm gonna get her some more right now. Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, put it in the bowl. You need more stuff. I'm sorry. Gloves, go ahead. Nevaeh, I have your stuff up here, baby. Yes, you are gonna go in with the Italian breadcrumbs. That is correct. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. So I have Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna come around with that. Nevaeh, this is all of your extra stuff right there. Let me give you your Worcestershire sauce. Okay, guys. Here's your Worcestershire. I'm just gonna pour yours in. So I'm going around and I'm pouring in about a half a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, okay? There you go. Yes, baby. No, you're fine. You can come on in. You're good.
Thank you.
No problem, hun. Okay, sorry. No problem. Okay, sorry. That's gonna be our beef broth. We're gonna use a little bit of that to add some more flavor because that marinara ain't honey. Oh, you know, here, Miss Becky. Here you go. And I went in with you. Okay. So everybody has their Worcestershire sauce except my boy over here. I got you. Yes, you guys are gonna share that beef broth. Okay. Yes. Okay, everybody. So get your gloves on. You got all your dry ingredients, your Worcestershire sauce, your Parmesan cheese should be in there. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and work it through. Are you serious?
Well, one of them wasn't, but yeah,
Oh no, that is crazy. Okay. Oh my gosh, the whole box.
But no, this one I put out in this one.
Look at this. Oh, okay. Sorry. Like the gloves here are missing middle fingers, so we're just kind of tripping out. Like, that's weird. Ah. Okay. Oh, right there, hanging over there, baby. Okay, so for watching at home, we're just going in and we are working in our meatballs. And if you guys have your sheet tray, we're gonna be making, I would say about 5 to 6 that you can get out of that. Depending on how large you guys want them. I would say about 1 ounce is good for the sandwich size. So I'll make an example. No, you're gonna put in the Parmesan cheese, okay? That's, yes. Do you need some Nevaeh? Okay. Hey. This glove sucks. It's like taking it off as we. Mm-hmm.
All these.
Yeah, she had the small hand, so she can probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just forming our meatballs. I'm just working in my seasoning. Today we're making meatball, marinara meatball sub. Yes. Okay. So these gloves are getting on my nerves, so I'm gonna take them off. Let me see if Janelle can put together another station. Give me 1 second when she comes out the restroom. So I would say about this size, guys. I don't want them too big, but like I said, it's your preference. Your sandwich. Sometimes it helps if you use a little small spoon to kind of form them. So you guys see how it's already binding because you have the breadcrumbs. You really don't need that egg in there. I mean, because I don't feel like it adds moisture. I really feel like if anything, it's gonna dry it out, right? It exactly. So, and that's why they say they use it as a binder, but the breadcrumbs work just as well. Because even when I make meatloaf, which I don't make it a lot, but I don't add egg. It's just like double to triple the protein, huh? Oh no, I got some. Baby girl.
What's up, beautiful? How you doing?
All right. Okay, so I'm trying to see if we have one more station set up. He would like to join. It's a little late today.
It's a lot of only 8 per. Oh no, it's just 6 on that board. 8, 9, yeah.
At capacity.
You want to sandwich though? Because I got enough meatballs.
One more. Yes. So yes. So you're supposed to add your Parmesan. It's okay if you didn't. Yeah, they added it in already. So your meatball mixture had in your Worcestershire sauce, your garlic powder, your pepper, your salt, red pepper flake, Parmesan cheese, onions, garlic, parsley, and basil. Yes, baby. I got you right here, honey. I got you. You're welcome. Okay. All right. He was getting some extra Z. Okay, so I'm just about finished. I got 6 so far, nice size. I think I'm gonna get probably about a good 8. 6, 7, 8. They're a nice size. I got them in there. Okay. Yeah, we're about to read it. Yeah. All right. So, you can go around with some olive oil. Thank you so much. Yep, that's like the staple. Right. Okay, so Janelle's coming around with the olive oil like every week. She's going to be giving you guys about 2 tablespoons in your cast iron skillet. Now, I do have some beef stock, or every other station should have some beef stock. You guys make sure you wash your hands if you did not glove up to do your meatballs. We don't want any cross-contamination. Right? I know I can't stand them. Now I know those gloves, like the little poly gloves, can be a little irritating. That's why I know if you guys unglove, make sure you come and scrub your hands up. I got some paper towels right here. So we added minimal salt to this recipe only because we're using the Parmesan cheese that adds a whole nother layer of salt. So at the end, I would say you would want to adjust your salt with your marinara sauce. So if you are looking for a little bit more salt and less sweetness, I will go around and give you guys a little bit more pinch of salt to add to your marinara sauce. But when it comes to the meatball, it has so much flavor. You're adding the Parmesan cheese. You're adding the salt in there already. So you don't really need to add that much more, okay? And then you're also going to be topping this off with mozzarella cheese, which is giving you another layer of salt. So now we're gonna turn on our stove. Janelle's going around with some olive oil. We're gonna heat our cast iron skillet up between 4 and 5. Make sure we're getting that nice and hot. We have quite a few people, yes. So we have more skillet inside the back. Let me see. I don't know what's going on with mine. Good. It's not coming on either. You need one bag? A skillet? Let me get you a skillet. This thing is odd. Okay. No, you can use it. Yeah, let me go get you a oh, you can use my oven. We can share. Not a problem. Yeah, he just needs a pan. Okay, guys, so we're heating up our pan. I'm using a cast iron skillet. And the reason I like to use a cast iron, if you are using the cast iron skillet and you're not sharing, I don't know if you guys are all sharing, but the rubber part comes off and you can go straight to the oven with it, okay? So I typically like to use this at home when I'm making a steak. Instead of having to take it off and put it on the sheet tray, I'm keeping all that nice goodness and getting all the suck at the bottom of the cast iron skillet. So I'm going straight from the stove to the oven. Same thing with this. We're going to be searing the meatballs, getting some nice color on them. Just making sure we're browning them evenly. If not on every side, but at least both sides. It is a small piece of meat, so it's going to brown in the oven. You guys are going to get some tongs. Please pass them around. You guys can probably share at a station. Ooh, Kelly, sorry. There you go. Kelly, you got some tongs. Can you pass them to the back for me? Yes, ma'am. Somebody said my name. Ooh. Here you go, Janelle. All right, so. Can you pass me the oil bag? And she'll get you a pan. She's gonna get you a skillet. Can we get one more skillet up here, Chef? I mean, no, okay, perfect. Okay, guys, so we want to make sure that our skillet has our oil dancing around, it's getting translucent. We want to make sure that it's up to the correct temperature. When searing something, you need to make sure that your skillet is having a smoke point, okay? When I say a smoke point, you want to actually see smoke coming from the skillet before you drop it. Now, when you put your protein on there, yes, you want to lower the temperature just a little bit, but when you're searing meat, the whole purpose is to cook it on high heat, okay? So we're gonna cook each of these meatballs on high heat for like maybe 1 to 2 minutes, and then we're gonna go into the oven for it to finish cooking, okay, guys? Okay. Okay, so I'm dropping my meatball in. You want to make sure that you're hearing a sizzle, sizzle before meatballs. Oh, no, roll on. No. You see they're all nice and perpendicular. You want them to kind of be the same size so they all cook at the same temperature and get finished at the same time. All right, guys. So once you drop down your meatball, make sure you lift it up quickly because it will stick with that first initial drop. Okay. And keep an eye, you have cheese in there, okay? So that's also gonna be like an adhesive to that meat as well. Okay, you good? I know, this sucks, right? Like, look at mine. Like, I'm sorry, baby. Yes. Mm-hmm. You can drop some. I know you're gonna probably have to like move it around just so it's like situated, but I got you. All right, guys. So like I said, we're looking for that nice brown colorization. That is what we call the Maynard reaction. If you guys are listening for a little scientific terminology, it's when your meat starts to caramelize and your protein starts to coagulate, okay? All right, guys. So another maybe 1 to 2 minutes on my meatballs, and then I'm gonna move them into the oven. Okay. So while your meatballs are searing, guys, nice. Hi, baby. I know, right? Yeah, that's good. All right, guys. So I'm turning the heat off on my meatballs. We're looking for them to look like this before they go into the oven, right? So it's seared on both sides. I got a nice brown over here. I got a nice brown over here. Okay. Yes. You definitely want to make sure your pan is all the way up to temperature before you're dropping your meat in, because then you're just going to get all this saturated fat just going into your meat. It's not cooking it, it's just absorbing it. Okay. So I'm going into my oven with my meatballs. Janelle's going to come around and make sure you guys are at the right step. After you guys brown both, good job. So you're just about at the step where you want to put it back on your tray, okay? Okay. Now, one more thing, guys. Let me say this. We're gonna keep, once you take your meatballs out of that pan, we're gonna keep that pan for our sauce. So we're not gonna be using those pots that are behind you today. We're gonna be just be using that one pan. We're gonna get all that fat and all that nice suck at the bottom of that pan. We're gonna drop our marinara sauce in there on very low heat. And then we're gonna add in a quarter cup of our beef stock, okay? Yep. Put those on this tea tray, and then we're gonna start doing your marinara, okay? You guys have a metal spoon at your station? No. Here, Nelly. Okay. So in the same pot that we made our meatballs in, we seared them. We got them in the oven. Now we're gonna go in with our 10 ounces of marinara sauce, okay? We're gonna put it directly into the same skillet that we took our meatballs out of. We wanna get all of that suck, all of that good beef fat flavor into our sauce. Perfect, baby. Go right on in. It don't matter, you can put the bottom. All right, perfect. So Janelle's gonna pass out these metal spoons for you guys for your marinara sauce. Okay. Come. So you're gonna get your marinara sauce. You're gonna drop it in here, okay? I don't know why my kids is just so sick. Okay. All right. Okay. Bam. So once you guys drop your marinara in, do you think? Yes. So once you drop your marinara sauce down, that remaining Italian seasoning, you're gonna pour into your marinara. You guys are also going to split that beef stock at your station. We're gonna give it a little bit more depth of that beefy, like stocky flavor, okay? Between like 3 and 4. You don't want it super high because you already have fat in there and you don't want it to scorch, okay? We're literally like bringing it up to heat, okay? Okay, so turn it off the heat before you add it. And then you want to, I'm not too keen on using this, but be very careful so you don't scratch off this Teflon, okay? So pour it in. Go ahead and pour it in. So it calms it down once you turn the heat off, you know?
Right.
But you definitely want to like combine it. We're gonna put our meatballs back in here in a second, okay? So you're gonna mince it down first and then add it. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. So with that extra bay leaf, guys, this is the time you're gonna cut that down and we're gonna add that to our marinara. Okay. We're almost finished, people. Yeah, you don't want it, you're literally bringing it up to heat, okay, guys? So once you guys have that step finished and you have all your ingredients incorporated into your sauce, you guys are going to get your meatballs back out the oven and we're gonna finish cooking them stovetop in that sauce so it absorbs all of that good marinara flavor, okay, guys? I need a hot hand, Nelly, when you get. Thank you. Oh yeah, got you, man. Okay, so at this time, you guys are adding your beef stock. I'm about to grab a some. So you guys need to add your beef stock in. Sorry, Nelly. So the beef stock is gonna give us a little bit more body. It's gonna help bind that oil and that marinara together, right? Because it's separated, right? A little bit. If I can open it, we're gonna be all right, you know? Jesus. Yes, Italian. Oh, dang. Okay.
From the tables.
Yeah.
So like still
Okay. Learn something new every day. All right, my people. So if you guys have your hot hands at this time, because I want you guys to get some of that good flavor into this sauce. So I want you guys to continue cooking the meatballs in the sauce. So you're gonna pull them from the oven. You see all that fat? You see all that fat? We want all that in the sauce. I'm gonna get yours, baby, okay? We want all that in the sauce. Take your balls off. No pun intended. I'm sorry. That was a good one. Okay. All right. So we're gonna continue to cook these on medium between like 3 and 4. We really want to make sure the internal temperature of the ground beef is at 155. So you may have your meatball finished, but you want to get that nice flavor. But the inside of that meatball has to be at temp, okay? We don't want anything undercooked and raw. Did y'all hear me? Okay. All right, that looks awesome. Okay. So this is a good recipe to make for the kids. You can do it, like I said, with the meatball sub. You can do this with some nice penne pasta, some spaghetti. Yeah. And then you just want to sit here and just keep on going over and dressing the meatballs, making sure it's nice and cooked. All right. Now, for the calories, we're coming on. We're coming around with some bouillon. Yes, baby, some bread. So Janelle's gonna come. Just say me on me one. I've only got 10. Not me. Okay. Well, they're gonna have to split with her mama. Mm-hmm. All right. So I got the bread. You guys are gonna need a serrated knife to cut this. I'm gonna put one at each station because we don't need all them dishes. Okay, we don't need them. I don't need them. We don't need them. You need some more marinara? Okay, no problem. No problem. Not a problem. Here you go. Oh yeah, you didn't even get any. Let me get you 2 servings, okay? You turn that fire off for right now. So anytime you're adding liquid moisture to oil, you always do it with the fire off and then you turn it back on once you stir it in. You have to mix it together, okay? All right, love. So go ahead and stir that in. Let me get you a spoon. This man here burning himself. Okay, so we want to make sure mix that in real good. You got your beef stock? Add in half of this. Yes. Yes, not all of it. Just, yes. All right. No problem. Then you're gonna add that in. Go ahead, you can pour it from there, huh? Oh, look. Okay, now bind that together. Uh-huh. Okay, guys. Okay, so my meatballs are looking good. I am getting ready to cut my bouillon open. I'm gonna use this kid safety knife because it's serrated. All right. Now, you guys, I need you to turn your oven on broil. Okay? You're gonna hit broil on your oven. You're gonna cancel it off and you're gonna hit broil high and then hit broil again. All right? Broil up 1 arrow to high and broil again. Nice. Is that what that's for? Oh my God. You learn something new every freaking day. TikTok me? Amazing. That is so crazy. I never knew that, but it makes sense. The hole on the skillet is for the spoon. Just like that thing on the grocery cart. It's for the bottle. Didn't know that. All right. So this is how we looking, people. Ooh. Okay. Now, after you get your oven on broil, okay? It's okay if you use that same sheet tray. Do you guys still have your sheet tray? You want to use this one. Sheet tray. We're going to start building our sub above. Sub above. Who is that? Jerry? I mean, what's that mean? What's some people? All right, guys. So I'm building my sub. I'm going to put about 3 to, well, maybe all of them can fit on there, yeah? Definitely up to y'all. Y'all want to put all of them balls on there. Your business. Now, I put my meatballs, put my marinara sauce. Now I'm gonna top it with this nice mozzarella. I got you, baby. Grab another one down there. Is there another one down there? Yeah. I'm gonna top it with this mozzarella. I'm gonna use all the mozzarella. Why not? Okay. Yeah. Then we're going to put this in the oven on broil. Now you want to pay attention to this, okay? Because you will burn your bread, you burn your sandwich. You're gonna be mad at me. And you can't be mad at me because y'all not paying attention to your sandwich. Okay. So when you put it in a broil, as soon as it starts bubbling, just kind of look. You know, you want it to start looking like, you know, love and, you know, nice and cookie and cheesy. Turn your fire off. You good. Look at you. You over there baking gumbo in a skillet. Lord Jesus. Yeah, so go ahead. Bust your sandwich open. You got yours? Okay, cool. All right. I'm paying attention. I don't want mine to scorch, okay? But I would say like a good maybe 3 to 4 minutes on broil and give us what we need. So while that's doing, you guys can start cleaning your stations up a little bit. I'll get you guys some plates. Yeah, you got extra. You got some extra balls you want to take home? I have containers right here. I also have plates. Let me see if Mr. Kerry was supposed to re-up. Smells good in here though. So I hope you guys enjoy your sandwich. Oh, Jesus. Yes, ma'am. I don't think so. I think I only got 10. Shit. Why is it something like? Yes, baby. I'll get it for you right now. I think I only got 10, Miss Jackie. Hold on now. Hold on. You can have mine. No, I don't have no more bread in here, but you needed some of this. So I can have my food. Yeah. You got all the parm in the world, huh? There you go, love. You're welcome. All right, let me see how my sandwich looking before I be the person I'm talking about. Yes. All right. All right, guys. So this is what it should look like. All right, nice and cheesy and melty. I'm gonna garnish it with some parsley. How's it taste, Kelly? Is it good? It's good, girl. How you doing, little mommy? You almost finished with yours? Have you a good little lunch today? All right, so I'm gonna garnish. I have some dry parsley if you guys want to garnish, or you guys can use your parsley that you have. You know. All right. In fact, I'm gonna cut this one in here. And boom. So what, baby? Some cheese? Mozzarella's right here. Yes, ma'am. Get your little deli cup and come get some. It's in that back cabinet. Oh yeah. Perfect. Are you putting yours in here? Oh, okay. Be careful. Watch it. Okay. All right, guys. So this is our finished product. Our little meatball sub. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Chef Max,
Yes.
this is Emily.
Miss Emily? I'm well. How are you?
I'm fine. I just wanted to compliment you.
Let me put in my other earphones so I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you well. I just want to
Miss Emily?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Some more cheese. Go ahead. Right there. Here you go. No problem. I'm sorry. Hello?
Chef Max, can you hear me? Chef Max.
Let me. Sorry about that, ladies. I can hear you. I just got to take my earpiece off.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Okay, you had a question?
No, I don't have a question. I wanted to compliment you and Janelle on that nice article in The Wave. The picture was the bomb for me. But
Oh, thank you so much. Thank
but you know, additionally, I had no idea how, you know, the little struggles you guys had, and you was able to overcome all of that during the pandemic, and you got those partnerships with Link Housing and federal government contract. You guys have done quite well in the past, what, 3 years?
Yes.
You have really, really, really accomplished a lot. And it, you know, was just really inspirational to me. And I showed this article, and I have kept this entire paper because I wanted to cut the picture. I wanted to cut the article out. I said, no, I'm gonna keep the entire paper because I shared this with young women so they can be inspired of what they can achieve.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot to us. And that's all we're trying to do. You know, me and Janelle, we are from where we serve. And we just, you know, one thing about life is giving back to where you're from, you know, because it's other people coming after you, and we both are parents, and, you know, we just want to see better for our people all the time.
Absolutely.
Yes, so we appreciate that. And I hope y'all enjoy these subs tomorrow.
Okay, I'm sure we will.
All right, you guys have a blessed day.
Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful
you.
day.
All righty.
You too. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.